My name is Rich Hart, and welcome to the session of recording video. The video recording made simple, safe, and may I underline, very affordable. Today I'm going to introduce you to a lot of the tools, the knowledge, and some of the techniques to bring so we can bring great audio and video together so we can get it out to our clientele. Now, let me give you something about video. Video has made some great strides over the past years. And the use of video in today's business environment, especially our real estate environment, has now reached higher levels and maybe perhaps, I could say, critical mass. If you're not utilizing video in what you're doing, from a presentation, from a listing, from a buyer standpoint, collecting testimonials, maybe in training, maybe in small spot videos to let people know exactly how you do and what you do in the relationship of marketing, folks, you may be missing out somewhere along the lines. So, are you ready to take that great leap with me? Take a look at this whole new world of what? Video and sound, all right, because it just may be simpler than you expected. I'm not going to make you a technical junkie. I'm not going to bring you into the whole world of mixing down and developing a relationship of engineering. But what I want to do is I want to make this extremely simple for you. Now, video itself. Let's talk about video for a second. Video, all right, we know and we've heard terminologies themselves of resolution. And resolution, when we hear that, we hear 6K and 4K, and we hear 1080 and 1080 high definition and 720. That's the resolution. That's our picture that we're going to be seeing, all righty? And so what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to bring great video into the network and bring a good picture in. Now today, for argument's sake, all right, and a little background, all right, 1080 picture, 1080 high definition, and 720 is probably the highest that you may want to go, all right? It gets more expensive as you get into the 4K and the 6K camera for the video. But if we stay to the 1080 high definition or the 720, keep in mind, all right, when this gets to the social worlds, when it gets to your video email, it's going to be dumbed down to 720 resolution anyway. So, I prefer going in with at least a 1080, all right, high definition. And so when it gets to the media worlds, when it gets to the internet worlds, all right, and it dumbs down to 720, because we can see the size of the picture in relations to the pixelation, all right, that's going to give us a nice clear picture out there. Now, the additional piece out there, I want to bring and be able to bring great quality sound in what we do too as well. So let's bring those two elements together. All right, so we can grab our listeners' attention, so we can use it in marketing, so we can use it in our listings and our buyers and anything we do in the business of real estate. Now, today, you're seated in the back of the tech center of Rich Hart Global Studios located in Atlanta. Now, folks, please don't get freaked out when you see all the 48-channel mixing boards, the monitors, and the computers and everything we see here. That's a whole different world. All right, but I want to make this extremely simple for you. Alrighty, as video goes nowadays, believe it or not, since we've all got into this Zoom network. All right, Zoom has allowed us to use our cameras on our computers. Well, safe enough to say itself, utilizing your camera on your computer, you may not have to go out and buy an additional camera. It all depends on the type of quality that you want to see. But your computer camera may and probably is sufficient enough to start with your video. What I want to be able to bring is great sound coming in there as well, alrighty, and then utilizing some little tools to make it very, very simple and very, very easy for you going forward. Now, we know we've got a computer and we know we've got a camera on the computer, because I'm going to tell you, most computers today, newer computers and those within the last couple of years, they do have cameras installed on the screens. And so utilizing those cameras, like I say, they're probably going to be sufficient. Now, if you want to go to camcorders themselves with those with 1080 resolutions, or you want to go to a different type of webcam setup, it's entirely up to you, all right? But it's all going to integrate within your computer to make it very, very simple so you can record video. Now, I've got a couple of tools here that I want to show you and things themselves to bring sound into your systems. First of all, I'd like to get into a small mixing board. Now, this is a 6-channel board. Within the 6 channels themselves that we have on here, 4 main channels, but there are smaller boards that you can do this with, what we call in reference to the 2-channel board. I want to make sure I have one input for a microphone already, and then at least two RCA jacks or outputs, what we call as quarter-inch, all right, coming out of the mixing board so I can go into the rest of my peripherals. Now, second thing from the mixing board out there, we want to make sure itself that we come and we do something with a lavalier microphone, something itself that's a wireless mic. And then through what we call is through XLR connections, a connection coming out of this wireless receiver will go directly into the top of your mixing board. And then from your mixing board, now you've made the connection of your wireless microphone to your mixing board. Now from here itself, what we're going to be able to do is I want to connect to the computer. And so most mixing boards, all right, will have a adapter, a connector in the back, all right, what we call a USB connector. And the USB connector will actually give you the opportunity of bringing this mixing board directly into your computer. And that's what we've done here. So bringing your mixing board through a cable into a USB port in your computer, all right, now connects, or what we have here is your wireless microphone into a mixing board so you can adjust sound going into your computer, all right, which now, hey, now it works. Now we have a complete, all right, circle of getting information. Now what we want to be able to use is either the internal camera from your computer or maybe an external camera. Now, this is one of my 1080 Sonys, all right, this is an HR12. It's a high definition 1080 camera. We'll utilize this camera for most of our Zoom networks, our secondary cameras, and all of our streaming features. All right, when I know that I'm going to be presenting, all right, the video that we're finalizing in some sort of maybe social network or perhaps maybe on a video email, okay? And this camera is a very, very good camera, but I'm going to tell you folks, there's plenty of other cameras and plenty of less inexpensive cameras. Now, to cover a little bit of cost, your 2-channel board should cost you anything over $69. Your wireless mic may be less than, depending upon quality, about $100. Your cameras, all comparative. This was a little bit more expensive, but you can get other cameras. But I want to make sure on your cameras that your connection itself that you're going to be using out here is your recording connection. And utilizing on that, we usually use a quarter-inch, all right, or an 1/8 inch end, all right, going into what we call as 2 RCA jacks. And those RCA jacks themselves are going to be plugged in directly, all right, to your mixing board. And so that makes the connection, all right, from your mixing board directly to the 1/8 connector going directly into your camera. Now, if that's the particular case, what you would do is you would take that 1/8 and it would go right into the jack of your computer where you usually put your headphones. And so what I've done here is I completed a complete circle, already, of bringing video and matching video to audio and bringing the sound and the video together. Now, it sounded a little cumbersome out there, but somewhere along the lines themselves, if we can help you, please let us know, okay? Now, what this does is give us the option of really bringing sound and audio, all right, and video together. And so now we have this. Now, I'm going to bring one additional piece of information in for you, which I think is extremely crucial. I don't want you to start to remember, all right, all the type of wording, all right, and the presenting of words, if you've seen my presenting words program, all right, but I don't want you to bring and try to remember everything that you want to record because you'll probably be there all day, all right, worrying about ands, its, does, breaks, mistakes, and things of this nature. So there are a couple of teleprompter softwares out there, all right. One that I use all the time is TP. It's called Teleprompter. It's a free, all right, teleprompter. It's an online. And then basically what you do from a word processing, all right, piece, what you'll do is you'll take, copy, and paste into a teleprompter. Folks, teleprompters are the same exact way that our media folks are reading news and weather reports and everything all day long. So think about this. All right, my mixing board is bringing sound. I've got my audio coming in. I've got my external camera or my internal camera. And then through the computer, I'm now having a rotational teleprompter, all right, that's coming up and reading the words. So all I'm doing right now is I'm facing my computer, and now I'm reading from the teleprompter. What's nice about the teleprompter is you can adjust the rate, the size, the font, okay, the color, all right, and the speed, all right, that you're going to actually bring those words up for. And so now I've completed a complete circle. Why am I going this route? Because I want to be able to bring great audio and great video at one time. Now, when it comes down to mixing this all down, all right, there's two styles. Some individuals use the PCs. If you have PCs, I'm a Mac man. And so utilizing Mac, I would probably use iMovie or some other software that we use currently right now to mixing down our videos. But if you're a PC, Camtasia works very well. If you're a Mac person, you got iMovie, and that works very well for you too as well. Now, that gives you a complete circle here, really identifies how you're going to bring audio and video together. If you want to make this extremely easy for yourself, think about going into BombBomb. BombBomb services out there, B-O-M-B, video database management system that allows individuals to record video and then take that video, digitize it down, put it into a readable format, in a video format, email format, or maybe a testimonial, or maybe a informational format, and now gets it out to the rest of the world or the database. And so there are many ways to do that. That's a shortcut. But there are many ways to bring audio and video together. Take a look at those areas of opportunity, what video can bring to your business, and how utilizing video in today's space, today's real estate environment, could help you in your marketing, your sales, your advertising, and the direction itself that you want to increase the level of your business going forward. So my name is Rich Hart. Thank you very much for joining. For additional questions on setup, materials, information, maybe technologies, please feel free to give us a call. Alrighty, 888-966-0878. You can reach us at rich@richhart.com. I want to thank you very much for joining me for this segment, and I look forward to talking to you and meeting, working, and developing, and hearing and receiving a video from you guys in the future. Thank you very much. Hey, have a great day. Bye-bye now.